Hi, my name's Jan. He's Tim. That picture was taken the day he wore his suit. Together, we founded HiringSmart a few years back. You'll learn more about why as you get further into the site. This video clip's here because we found that even though people tell us they visited our site, they sometimes have misconceptions about what it is we do. Here's the high-level overview in 2 minutes or less. First impressions are important. So, in case you've made some assumptions based on our name, let's make it clear first what we're not and then what we are. Number one, we're not recruiters. We don't have a vast repository of talent that we're going to flog to you. Second, we're not a posting board. We don't sell you ad space and then spam you with hundreds of questionably relevant resumes. And finally, we're not RPO or ATS, at least not in the strict sense, and certainly not in the conventional sense. We are about installing a process that helps you deliver better results than you're likely getting now. You've heard the old Einstein quote that you can't solve a problem at the same level of thinking that got us into it. We've deconstructed a process that really hasn't changed all that much over the last 50 years and recreated it. So we are about helping you attract, select, engage, and retain better employees than you are today. And finally, as we work together, we'll give you some time back in your week, save you money, and actually help you fix some of the problems that have been dogging us for a long time. So what got us started? You'd never know it based on my picture, but I actually cut my teeth in HR long before it was even called HR. I spent a summer in the personnel department of a luxury hotel way back in the 1970s. That's me there in the back row. From then on, I was kind of the accidental HR guy. Fast forward 30 years. Not long ago, I tripped across a survey that had been conducted by the conference board listing the following as HR's top 8 priorities. This survey was published a couple of years ago, but what struck me the most is that it's the same list I was reading in the personnel journals back in the 1970s. In fact, it might as well have been written on the Dead Sea Scrolls. You see, after 30 or more years of talking about this stuff, it bothered me that as a profession, we really didn't have a lot to show for ourselves in terms of actually fixing something. The nice thing is, we're not a lone voice in the wilderness. Dr. Jack Fitzenz was one of the earliest pioneers in the global HR community, pleading, pushing, and encouraging us to apply metrics to our work. Today, most organizations do some form of tracking and reporting, some more elaborate than others. Now Jack is pushing us to raise our game. He's referred to most of what we report in organizations as kindergarten metrics that really don't add a lot of value to the business. That kind of stuff's not easy to hear. But his underlying point is that measuring what we've been measuring really hasn't changed the results we're posting. The same problems are still keeping us up at night, and in many cases, they're bigger today than they've ever been. Like Jack, we believe it's time for us to start measuring what matters. So here's the bottom line. We know we can save you money and give you better results. We know that we can put hours back into your week. And maybe, just maybe, we can work together to change that infernal list of HR priorities once and for all. How cool would that be?